Okay, so it's recording again. Okay, what's up, guys? This is BJ from the UK, living in Thailand, and we did a video. Um, this was like 3 weeks ago. Maybe I'll
Yeah.
check. I think it was like 3 weeks ago. And we just went through some basic stuff. So I just wanted to, like, I want to try to catch up with those you guys who I do the calls with, just to like keep a track and answer, because you see like a lot of people would comment on the video, um, and just answer some of the concerns. So so how has it been so far since the last time? Like, I know you mentioned a couple things you want to talk about, so I don't know, do you know where you want to start?
Okay, awesome. Well, couple of things. I had a look through the comments on the last video. I haven't had a look recently, but this was after maybe a week or so. And one of the comments that actually stuck out was people were saying, okay, so the earnings don't look that high. Probably what I should explain at this point is that since then, I actually logged for a whole week. I sort of used a little time tracker to log like how much time I spend doing orders and how much time I spend doing like complaints or returns or anything like that.
Hmm.
Uh, Now, all that totaled up over the following week after our last video, I earned something like 15 to 20 pounds an hour, depending on like you know exactly how I measure it. But let's
Okay,
say the
okay.
low end was, if it was low end, if we count absolutely everything, then it was 15 pounds an hour. Which, is there a lot of jobs you can do sitting on your sofa and from your laptop in Thailand or whatever? Even if you've got a job at home in England,
Yeah.
just sitting at home, another 15 pounds an hour. Now, most jobs in England, I think the minimum wage is like £7 or £8.
Oh, wow.
So,
Yeah.
so a lot of people in their 20s are working like in offices for maybe £10 or £11 an hour.
Okay,
Uh,
okay.
and that's not, their time. They have to clock in at a certain time, don't they? And they've got to go to the office and yeah. So I think my main thing is that I don't put in 10 hours a day into this. I put in,
No, but I think what is funny about a lot of the comments, and I just know that from posting videos every day, is that most of these people don't make money online, right? So like, and then we have to deal with the fact that a lot of these people were marketed to, like, work an hour, like work 4 hours a fucking week, right? So like, so it's a you deal. That's something that I personally struggle with, like dealing people that don't have perspective at all when it comes
yeah,
to making money online. And like I was searching people, I was searching for years to make money online, and then when I made $3, I was excited. So like when people like come and like, I get angry. I need to change that, but I get angry. Like, what the fuck? Like it is not. They're not like. There's not some secret basement where there are millions of people making like hundreds of thousands of dollars every month, right? Like, the fuck. Anyway, yeah.
yeah. And actually, to go on from that, because I've had some other projects, I do a few things out here, and I've listed probably, no joke, like I say work hard at this, but since that 3 weeks ago, I've listed about 10 items, and my orders and my sales level is still exactly the same as it was when we left off, still about 10,000.
Yeah.
So I've done even less. I've done about 11 hours work a day for the same money.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So so over the last 3 weeks, my hourly rate has been double what I just told you,
Yeah.
because I'm not using items. Now, I wouldn't do that forever if you're somebody that's just picked up the software and you want to keep your business going, but
Right.
it's very flexible. I've fulfilled my orders every day and dealt with any customer stuff, but I've not done any extra because I've got all these other things going on,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. Yeah.
the money's coming in, right? So it can't be too bad.
And I think I do these Skype calls with you guys, also to like not be angry from all the fucking idiots who comment on the videos, because it's like, come on, like fuck, right? Anyway,
Yeah.
so what other, I looked through your list. What other, I mean, what else did you want to talk about? Did you, what is, I guess we would, I don't actually, I was going to want to talk about taxes, but I don't. Now that I, like when I thought through it, because taxes is a very like specific thing with people living in different countries and all that shit. I have solved a tax problem in the US for a lot of people who have corporations. I'm gonna post a video on today or tomorrow. But
It's
yeah,
very specific. You're right. Like I could say my tax situation, but it would only apply to like people who are doing exactly what I'm doing, and
yeah,
yeah, it's tricky. Like just see an accountant, see a tax expert, talk to them. I think. um, yeah, for me, my tax is only sort of relevant to Thailand because that's where I live now. So I've
yeah,
got nothing to do
yeah,
with, there might be some UK things, but I've got to talk to an accountant about it, and we'll sort it out as I go along. But
yeah.
I don't think I really tell people too much because they'll get mixed up.
Okay, okay, okay. But what else did you want to cover from? I know you had a list of things. I mean, we could go through whatever you want, right? So,
I'll just say the first one. So there was a couple of things. One is that Amazon tracking is very different in the UK because we use when you send something from Amazon, if it's fulfilled by Amazon or Prime or whatever, the tracking number comes up as Amazon Logistics only. You
right.
like
That is something that actually happened in the U.S. recently, and I had a separate question. So anyway, go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, so I think looking at the number, when I put that number in eBay, it comes up as UPS. It automatically fills out as UPS. But when I use the UPS site to track it, it doesn't work. You have to track it on the Amazon site. Now, so luckily the metrics on the UK eBay are very different, and they don't penalize you for not entering tracking information. Okay,
Ah,
so it's okay. Like you can still get the highest seller ratings. That's fine.
yeah.
That
Just
that relies on people giving you the star ratings
just
when they
give me
should
one.
have.
Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Sorry, sorry. Hello. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
That's okay, man. Sorry. Yeah. So your late delivery rating actually relies on the customers giving you the star ratings, like the 4 or 5 stars or whatever after it's been delivered.
Right.
So they have to tell eBay they got a late delivery. If they
Ah.
don't, yeah, if they don't say anything, it's good in the UK.
So that makes it a lot easier because in the US, like we have to upload the tracking number, and now that like Amazon is using this new tracking, and Walmart actually has a tracking also that isn't
Yeah.
fucking showing up in eBay. Um, but my suspicion, this is the thing, right? Like, how to explain? eBay is going to change that only because I know, like, because I've been in eBay for so many years. The more and more companies that start to use these courier services, Jesus Christ. I am, hold on. Hello? Yo estoy en la oficina. Ella está durmiendo todavía. No, yo estoy en la oficina. Sí, un poco. No, sí, yo quería llamarlo, pero hoy vamos a ver el doctor. Okay, está bien. Okay. Yeah, hello. That's funny. Yeah, go ahead.
You're a busy man.
Yeah, nah, that's my girlfriend's mother. My girlfriend's a bit sick, so I was worried that like she was like really bad or something. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. She's okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Good. Yeah. So what were you saying? Yeah. So you think that eBay will catch up and change their system?
Yeah, because like even before the two changes with Amazon and Walmart, um, a lot of freight companies, like when we ship big items, none of the freight companies track, right? And like
Right.
a lot of people ship big items, even not drop shippers. So it's not just like we can't get penalized. I mean, again, eBay is a huge company, right? So it'll take a long time to change. But I've seen situations where I remember like 2 years ago, they made a change where the feedback, the feedback from customers would affect your seller standard. And after like 8 months, they realized, wait, customers are, well, I don't know. I'm saying they realize customers are fucking idiots, but they realize that like that is not an accurate metric to affect seller standard, and they removed it, right? So I have eBay's concern is the customer. So they would do whatever it means to help the customer out. But I know that when they make mistakes, they go back, right? And there's certain things that like affects all eBay sellers. And I mean, I've been on eBay for too long, so it might take 6 months, right? So people lose their top rated seller and go down to above standard, because you're not going to go below standard because they're slow shipping, but it would come around. Like even Target has a fucking store on eBay. So,
Yeah.
and Target is a huge, I don't know if you're not from the US, but Target is like Walmart, but just they're smaller, but it's that type of level business, right? It's like if Walmart had a store on eBay.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. So they'll listen once a few big stores start complaining. Then they listen. Yeah. Now that actually leads on. So yeah, not to worry in the UK if you can't enter the tracking number, because it's the star rating that the customers leave afterwards. That leads on to probably the last thing maybe we should talk about today, unless you've got anything else, which is the fact that you then have to prove, if somebody raises a case against you in eBay, did the goods get delivered?
Right. I think that was really cool. You messaged me about, like, you did a screenshot or something?
Yeah, so basically a guy received an item from me probably 2 months after he received it. He closed down his eBay account and did a chargeback on his card, so it went through the bank, and that's pretty hardcore, right? That's like the worst you get.
Exactly.
So I was thinking, oh wow, like how do I prove this has been delivered?
And how much was the item? Do you remember by the chance?
Not much. No, it was actually a low price one. It was like £30 or something.
Okay.
So I have a feeling, maybe just being a bit negative, that this person probably charged back a lot of stuff. Maybe if he was in some financial trouble or something.
Right, and he's like, fuck it, let me, yeah.
Yeah, see what I can get out of everything. And yeah, I called PayPal. They said, yeah, it's a chargeback. You need to prove it was delivered so that we can cover you with the seller protection. Mm-hmm. And they just accepted Amazon website tracking screenshots.
Wow.
And I'm surprised because, I mean, can you Photoshop that? Probably. But they said, yeah, that's fine. We'll cover you with seller protection. And although they haven't won the case themselves yet, because it shows up in my account, they said, even if we lose the case, we've covered you, and they put the money back in my PayPal.
Right, but okay, what was that process like? Okay, someone opened a case, the same bullshit. You have to upload tracking numbers and blah blah. You couldn't upload the tracking number because they can't track it with the regular.
Yeah. So I phoned them and I said, look, what do I do here? Because I haven't got a tracking number that'll work on PayPal.
Right.
And they just said, no worries. While I was on the phone, they talked me through a process to send in a picture while the lady was actually on the phone to me.
Okay.
She got it there and then, and she said, yeah, that looks good. We're just going to I now need to send it off to the other department. They're going to take 2 days to review it. And then 2 or 3 days later, it was all done.
And that's what frustrates me, in the sense that, like, so many people are, like, worried to call PayPal and eBay. Like,
yeah,
the fuck,
could have been more helpful.
Exactly, right? Like you're not selling drugs on the internet. Just call the fucking, like, okay, yeah. Because I like to talk about these things, because when it comes around to, like, eBay and PayPal, people are very, like, negative, and I'm like, I remember someone commented on my video, like, eBay is going to shut down drop shipping. And I'm like, I don't know where these motherfuckers get this information from, because like they've raised my account. Like, I could sell close to $3 million a month now. I don't, right? And I've seen people in DSHNE get their accounts raised every day, and we're like 100% drop shipping from, and it doesn't take a rocket scientist, if you own fucking eBay, to know what the fuck we're doing, right? So like.
And how business is drop shipping for eBay as well? It's got to be a big part of their business too.
Right. And this is the thing, right? So eBay is concerned about the buyer. They're not concerned about the seller. They're concerned about the buyer 90%, and maybe the seller 10%. And because even if, like, they get rid of all the sellers except one, if that one seller is selling everything that all the buyers need, they only need that one seller, right? But what people don't understand is the easiest way for us to lose this business is if Walmart opens a store on eBay, and even if Walmart opens a store on eBay, I still don't think they like. And I explain why. So like Target has a store on eBay, right?
Yeah.
I sell some of the same shit as Target, like
Same.
this exact same for like 30% more, and people still buy from me, and that is because Target's titles are not optimized. They never optimize it. Like
Bingo.
they
Yeah.
put, so if Walmart uploaded mainstays bed, it would say mainstays bed, right? It wouldn't say like queen size college bunk bed, blah blah blah, whatever the fuck. So like, I I don't know where these people get these things from, but I like eBay and PayPal know that we're drop shippers. I like when I call like, hey, I'm a fucking drop shipper. You know what I mean? So I think once we're doing good business, we have nothing to worry about. It's those
Just
people.
got the conditions that they lay out.
Yeah,
And you can even they want you to be inside the rule book, so you can even call them and say, hey, am I allowed to do this, am I allowed to do that? And they'll say, no, do A and not B, and then all you've got to do is say, okay, I'll do A. That's
right,
it.
right, exactly.
Like an angry drunk parent who's going to smack you around the face for asking, you know?
That's the same thing. That's the same thing I feel. It's just like, come to fuck on. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, let
They
me.
want to make money, and if you're making them money at the end of the day, then they want to help you to make them money.
Right. And once, not just if you're making them money, but I think the more focus is once you service your customers properly, then it's like you have nothing to worry about. Yeah, they have, we've had the unicorns of people getting their big account shut down. But when I've done research on every single account that got shut down, that I know of that was big, is people that have like hundreds or tens of thousands of listings, and the margins are very small, and they playing on this line of failing, like they're on the brink of failing and they don't even know it, right? They feel
Right.
good because they're selling hundreds of thousands, or maybe $100,000, $200,000 a month. But if your margin is like 2%, if one thing goes wrong, you're fucked. Like I remember one Christmas, I had like 30 something returns for a table tennis board that cost 300 and something dollars. That is $10,000 in money tied up in PayPal, right?
Yeah.
If you don't have enough margin and enough cash in the bank, you're gonna just bounce. Your PayPal account is gonna go negative, your eBay account is gonna go negative, and they're gonna be left with the debt. And they know that, right? They have tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of sellers where the algorithm will tell them like, this motherfucker is doing the same shit as those other 10,000 people that failed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and like, I'm not happy people lost their business, but I'm happy that the stuff that we're showing people keeps you in line. So it's
Yeah.
not like you don't have to worry about that. And like, I just get a lot of people like afraid of calling eBay and PayPal, and you just need to fucking do it.
Yeah, they're so friendly. They're so friendly, and you know what they're doing. Like, there's no pretending. When I call them, they're nice to me, and when the customer calls them, they're nice to them, right? And they'll say, "Hey, we've got your back. We're on your side." But you know, they're saying the same thing to the customer, but at least they're friendly about it, right? They're
Right,
not.
right.
They're,
And they're
they're
not
not. "Ah, screw you! It looks like he's going to win this one." You know,
right,
they're
and
not
they're
doing-
not coming off your phone like, this is a drop shipper, let's close his account. Like, come on.
Doesn't happen. So yeah, that was great. Couldn't have been friendlier. The money was suspended, as you well know, and then as soon as they said you're covered, the suspended money went right back into my balance.
Right, right, right.
And that gave me a lot of confidence. So that means no problems with the Amazon tracking.
For chargeback, yeah, sweet. So I was, when you sent me that message, this was like a week or two ago. I was like, fuck, we need to get on a call so I could cover that. So yeah, sweet. Let me So yeah. Anyway, I need the video is going on for 20 minutes, and I need to call. It's like 8:20, and the employee is getting at 9, and it's Monday, so we have like a morning meeting. So I need to prepare for that shit.
Yeah,
But
good.
yeah, but thanks, BJ. Let me again, let's catch up in like a week or two. I want to do a week, but
Yep.
let's say 2 weeks, and let's see what the deal is. And then
Yes,
as soon
man.
as you get off the call, just shoot me a message. We have to sort out some DSGV stuff.
All right, man.
All right, sweet.
Peace.
Later, BJ. On those of you motherfuckers that are still on the video, please subscribe. Trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. And look in the description for all the cool free shit. Later.